Hey, everybody in the groups. In this video, I want to talk to you really about the 4 mistakes that I see in Google Ads. Okay, when I speak to agents or do reviews, which is pretty much on a day-by-day basis. And I just wanted to come to you today, really, to give you some highlights of what I, commonly come across, really, from people that receive a postcard or get a phone call from Google Ads or Google themselves possibly, and saying we'll set you up an account. Okay, so mistake number 1. Oh, by the way, there's no editing on this video. I wanted to just get it up and get it out there. So I haven't put any flashy graphics that appear or anything like that. So anyway, back to it. First one is no tracking. Okay, you're just setting up a campaign and just hoping and praying that Google are gonna point you in the right direction. Okay, that's what I often find is no tracking on your website. So you're not tracking phone calls, and you're not tracking people that fill in contact forms or valuation forms or landlord inquiry forms. You're not tracking. Without tracking, you're sort of floating around, spending money, going, oh, I spent 250 quid, don't know where I've spent it from. Google will not bill you unless they've sent you traffic. Okay. Now, again, Google is not, unfortunately, not a set and forget type of platform. It's the world's biggest search engine. People are going there on a day by day, so like day by day, hour by hour. There's over 3.5 billion searches a day across the globe, and there's about, what I think on last traffic was about, I think it was like over thousands. I think it was about 49,000 searches a month for a estate agent near me, for instance. Okay, to be up in the top of page 1 is very competitive. You've got 4 spaces, and Google will naturally just want to take the money and run. Now, you're obviously blame Google for that. Well, that's their job, to take the money off you. Unfortunately, they do at the same time want you to succeed, but it's down to you to actually make sure it works, or the person that you get to do it. So that's mistake number 1. Bit of a rant, but there you go. Bear with me. There are other mistakes as well. Mistake number 2, which is here, is not creating a negative keyword list. Now, negative keyword list is you've got the search terms that you want to appear on. So typical ones are estate agent near me, house valuation, value my home, how much is my home worth, how much is my flat worth, and that sort of thing. But then you also want to build a list of keywords that you don't want to appear for, maybe such as your competitors, because if someone's Googling your competitors, they're most likely, 9 times out of 10, in my experience, they're looking for them because they've lost their telephone number. So they're looking for a particular person in that branch. So negative keywords also are like buyer intent. So properties to buy, properties to rent, those types of keywords you do not want to show for, because they're most likely going to be buyer, sort of first time buyer intent type things. There's other keywords that you want to do as well, but you want to, because if that's going to cost you, and we're really after people that are looking to sell, not obviously buyers as well as sellers. I get that, but you want to look for keywords that are most likely going to be people that are showing the intent on selling, not just buying, first time buyer type of keywords. Okay, building up a negative keyword list. That's words that you don't want to show for. So to let, properties to rent, private landlords, all these sort of words that people will type in that your ad could potentially search for. Now, you build up a list over time, or drop in a comment and I'll send you what I call a default negative keyword list, basically. So mistake number 3, nearly getting there, guys and girls, so bear with me, not splitting your ad groups into themed ads. So essentially, Google is very intelligent, but it also, like I said on mistake number 1, is it's there to get money out of you. Now, you've got to have your ads in themed what they call groups. So you've got people that are looking for a estate agent, that's one group. People that are looking for house valuation, that's a different group. You've got to split them down the middle. Now, this is where I'd put a graphic in with all the fancy graphics behind me, but none of that today. You're getting it raw from Pete. Mistake number 4 is sending people to your homepage. Big mistake. Shoot me down dead on that one. That really is a bugbear of mine. Sending people to your natural page where everyone else goes. And these are mistakes that, can be fixed. You've got to have a website that's optimized. Now, optimizing takes a bit of time and a bit of research and whatnot. And it's not, as I said to you before, Google Ads and Facebook to a degree as well. But Facebook is more of your interruption marketing. Google is where people are actually going. They're literally there, like, how to sell my house, estate agent near me. All these keywords. As I said, I've got a default list that I use, and I basically put them into all campaigns because we don't want to show for like more your first time buyer type of buying intent as opposed to selling intent. But there's a bit of a mix. And I'm going to give you a bonus as well, is not utilizing the display network, which gives you the ability to basically put your brand out there on millions of websites, possibly hundreds of websites, or even 20 websites in your locality. So depending on how big your city is, or your town, your country, depending on who you are and where you are, more importantly, but not utilizing the display network, which is part of Google. And obviously, on top of that, he's not utilizing YouTube. So those are my common mistakes. 4 + 2 give you 6. But yeah, so any questions or any comments on that, then drop in below, and I'm here to sort of help. But those will, by fixing those, which is quick wins really, will help you save a couple of quid or two. All right, mate, and more importantly, get results. All right, take it easy. All right, all the best.